It's your host, BD. Welcome to Big Dog Sports. Yo, call it Big Dog Sports, a little show that I run, where we talk a lot of sports and we show a lot of love. So support by hitting like, share the video, subscribe and hit that cash app, baby, send a little dough. So if you want to know about the latest games, the winners and the losers, the teams that ain't the same, we gon' talk about the trades, the contracts, the price, the playoffs, the scandals, the crime and the lies. I'm your host, BD, and this is my show, where sports and politics collide, baby, anything goes. We talking NBA, WNBA, NFL, NCAA, UFC, MLB, WWE, a little boxing too. If that's your thing, I got the best show in the land, baby, no need to search. So welcome to the show, y'all. This is Big Dog Sports.
It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to, right? I know it's been like 3 whole Sundays I haven't, been on here. But sometimes in life you get a curveball thrown at you, and you know how curveballs, sometimes you hit them, sometimes you don't. And I got a curveball thrown at me that I wasn't ready for. So had to deal with that for a minute. So that's why I've been away. I missed you guys. I hope y'all missed me too, just a little bit. And I came on here because I ain't never really get into the whole Lebron stuff like how I wanted to. So today I'm just gonna take a little bit of your time to get into some of this LeBron going to Philly stuff, because the LeBron going to Philly, that's a really big deal. Like LeBron, he's 41 years old and he still managed to be the biggest fish in free agency. Like, to me, that's amazing that you could be 41 years old and still be the biggest fish in the free agent market. Like, that's crazy work for me. Second, just him in Philly, just like that starting five, that's a real legit like starting five, and all of them other than LeBron are young relatively. Embiid only 31, 32. Maxey in his 20s, Edgecombe in his 20s, Jaylen Brown in his 20s, or he might just be turning 30, right? So LeBron got all these young guys around him. And, from what I just learned, that he actually has a relationship with Tyrese Maxey, like, I ain't know that. I figured, like, how would they be friends? He's 20 years older than him, but obviously he was mentoring him and all that stuff back in the days. So you have that. So, that caught me by surprise. I really thought LeBron was going to go to Golden State and play with Steph. But then Jaylen Brown got traded to the 76ers. But I still didn't think LeBron would go to Philly. Like, what would want you? Why would you want to go to Philly of all places? But then, I thought about it. LeBron close to Kobe from Philly. If you do the numbers a little bit, I know this might seem a little esoteric, but he made his decision on July 24th, right? Kobe passed away on July 24th. Kobe wore number 24. I mean, I'm just throwing that out there, just a little pigeonhole stuff. I thought I'd get that in there. But yeah, LeBron on Philly make Philly a very dangerous team. But as dangerous as that starting five look on paper, don't let it fool you too much, though. You still need a bench, right? You're not going to play LeBron 30, 35 minutes at 42. And there's no guarantee that you're going to keep Joel Embiid healthy for even 60 games, let alone the whole 82-game season. You probably won't get Embiid healthy for 60 games. So you're going to have a 42-year-old LeBron with Maxey and Edgecombe and Brown. And Brown doesn't have no, issues with him when it comes to like injuries and stuff like that. So he should be okay. And hey, Ms. D, how are you, Mamu? I know y'all have missed me. I've missed y'all too. So I figured, I come on, I'm impromptu, and talking about this LeBron stuff because I think that's a very, very interesting move. I want to ritualize it with the Kobe stuff, but I just find it interesting that the numbers match. And sure, Miss D, absolutely. But yeah, I do like the starting lineup. The starting lineup, it's a dangerous starting lineup. You keep all of them on the floor at once. But then you got to go to the bench at some point. And what do you bring off their bench is, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Ms. D. Good afternoon to you.
Hey, how you doing? Oh, keep talking. I'm trying to set myself up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just trying to get to, why would LeBron want to go to Philly? And, what made him want to come back to the East? Maybe he think the East could get got because the East isn't as strong as the West. And with that starting five, you could definitely get out the East if you have a decent bench. You don't even need to have a great bench. You just got to have a decent bench that's not going to lose you a game on that Philly team. If they could keep that starting five healthy all year long, they're going to make a lot of noise. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. LeBron is still LeBron, even at 42. He could still give you 20 to 25 points a game. And Jaylen Brown's definitely going to give you 20 to 25 points a game. And Embiid done led the league in scoring. So you got all these people that could give you 20 to 25 points a game. I just wonder how they're going to share that basketball. Like, in theory, that basketball should be just moving around from place to place. You can't really double, right? Even with Embiid being the weak passer, he's not the greatest passer in the world in the post. But you pair him down there with LeBron, where LeBron could actually direct him to where to put the ball and all that stuff. Yeah, that could become a very dangerous thing. I'm just picturing a LeBron Embiid pick and roll. Like, what are you going to do with that? When you got both them dudes healthy running downhill. And Embiid got range, so he could pop out on you too. Like, there's a lot you could do with that.
Can. Listen, pull up the Philadelphia, if you can, pull up the potential star lineup and a potential bench lineup if you can.
Well, I could pull up their roster.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, but who's there right now?
Okay, hold up.
Yeah, the moves and stuff like that.
Give me 1 second, Miss D. I'll pull it up for you. And thank you for coming, Miss D.
No problem. You know, I didn't know you was coming on today because I know you didn't come on yesterday. I know. Look,
I didn't know I was coming on today either.
I know. Look, praying for you. I know what's going on. Praying for you. And ADP actually as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just, again, like I was saying in my monologue, like sometimes life throw you a curveball and you just gotta like kind of roll with it sometimes. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I know you do like the all day, well, close to all day, or all things sports on Sundays.
Yeah. I like, having my show, but that kind of threw me off and I had to deal with that. But I wanted to fully deal with that before I came back on here and put myself in front of a whole bunch of people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you gotta make sure your mental is right for that. Because this YouTube stuff is rough. Oh, yeah. People act like it's not rough. It is though. Sitting in front of a camera, talking to people, dealing with trolls, and all type of other silly shit that people deal with on YouTube. Right. I mean, like,
so it's not easy work. There you go. So, no, you got some youngsters on the team.
Yeah, they did. It's a young team,
right?
And they got KCP too. I forgot about that. That happened today.
LeBron, KCP, Joel Embiid, Paul's still on the team, ain't he? Ain't playoff P still on the team?
No, he got traded for Jaylen Brown.
That's right.
That's who they traded.
Right, you're right. I forgot. Yeah. I forgot Boston. That's crazy.
And I still think that's one of the dumbest moves I've ever seen a team make.
You know what? No, you know
it was just that was a dumb move. I don't care what nobody tell me.
VJ, it is. VJ should be supposed to have been in Boston, because why would you trade young for old? How old is how old is VJ? He only 20 years old. So you trade a 30
something?
Yeah. 20.
Like 20. It was just dumb. That was just a dumb.
How old is,
the Celtics were dumb for that.
How old is Maxey? I know they want to go trade Maxey. How old is Maxey? So besides a few players, the rest of the players are
still young enough not to be messed with. I know that.
Yeah, keep scrolling.
Hold on, you want to see Maxey, right? Tyrese.
Yeah, just keep scrolling. So you could.
He's 25.
See,
he's 25. Edgecombe is 20.
Right.
And B 32.
Youngsters. So besides a lot of these players, they looking pretty young. Now,
yeah, Jaylen Brown 29.
Right.
Yeah, these guys Brown in his prime.
Right.
You got Jaylen Brown and Embiid in their primes right now.
Right. So what I'm saying is, I want to see what the other parts of the player. We know what the starters are going to do. Hopefully, these young players off the bench will do good too, because they're young too. See how young they are? They got a lot of players.
Yeah. Barlow 23, Caleb Love 24.
Right.
Duke Miles 24. 20, dang, 22.
He's not even 21 yet.
Right. All these people, Jabari Walker 23.
He's a rookie. So
yeah, Anthony Simons he's the oldest one, and he 27.
Yep. Out of the youngsters, right? He's the oldest. No, hold on. He's not the young.
No. Jaylen Brown is the oldest out the youngsters. He's 29.
Right. What I'm saying is, I want to see LeBron, how he had turned out. I heard he was pretty good for Alabama. So, right. Yeah. It depends. We know what the starter's going to do probably, but we're going to see how.
Yeah, the starters are going to get right.
Right.
Listen, that lineup healthy. You're not doing much with. Listen, Miss D, a LeBron Embiid pick and roll is a nightmare for any team.
Definitely. And I think he played, even with his injuries, he still played better defense as a big guy than I can't feel it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, Embiid, when he healthy, is an MVP candidate. When he healthy, he's an MVP candidate.
Right now, I just want.
And Jaylen Brown already showed you last year he could carry a team.
Right, but right now,
so now you got three whole dudes that could carry a team.
Right now, I want Joe to play a role. You know, the only people that need to be scoring: Maxey, LeBron, and VJ. You know, I want.
Listen, LeBron don't even need to be scoring in this line.
No, not like that. No. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, LeBron could play point forward and give you 10 points a game.
I would rather have him score than Joel sometimes. But okay, what was your reason why LeBron? Why do you think LeBron went to Philly?
From what I've just finished reading, he has a relationship with Tyrese Maxey, like he was mentoring him and all that stuff.
Oh, that's good.
Back in the days, he's known him since he was a little kid.
I was shocked that he didn't either go back to Miami or Cleveland.
Yeah, I was shocked that he didn't go to Cleveland too, and I was doubly shocked that he didn't bring his son with him. That he's letting Bronny go off and do his own thing. I respect that.
I'm not shocked he didn't bring Bronny, because that was a hookup. And no other team gonna be like, yeah, as much as they like LeBron, he wasn't gonna hook Bron up like that. Nah.
Right. But he got to let him off and spread his wings. If Bronny don't make it, he don't make it. But at least now we can see Bronny on his own without LeBron there.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to that.
I think he went to Philly because at all the situations, I think New York, I think they probably, I know this is gonna sound strange. They didn't want that. They didn't want the LeBron experience. And especially now that they kind of committed to Jalen Brunson Brunson didn't seem
Right.
too enthusiastic about having LeBron on the team. And look, y'all didn't scrub. IT scrub. He's a New
You know,
Yorker.
I didn't want
Hey,
LeBron.
right. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, you didn't want to. Why? I don't know why you didn't want him. But why you didn't want him? What's your reasoning?
No, I didn't want LeBron because
Why not?
LeBron take up too much oxygen on a team who chemistry is already good. Like he would disrupt that. He's not
How?
going to
In what
disrupt
way?
no chemistry in Philly
In
because
what
they
way?
never had none.
Hold on. In what way, BD? You just going on? In what way?
Okay, how he would disrupt their chemistry because he need the ball in his hands. And you can't have the ball in his hands and have Jalen Brunson off ball. You kill his game by doing that. See, on Philly, LeBron could have the ball in his hands because Maxey and Edgecombe both run well off the ball. Both of them.
I think Jalen
And both
Brunson
of them could get to the basket off the ball.
Right. I think Jalen could do that too. But hey, but
yeah, Jalen
like,
Brown. I wasn't even getting into Jalen. Jalen Brown is probably he's the best player out of everybody.
Jalen Brunson. Hold on. I mean Jalen Brunson.
Now I'm talking about on Philly.
No. I'm talking about New York.
Brown.
You said he will hog the ball. I think Jalen Brunson could definitely play off ball, but that's nothing here or there. But
no, I'm not saying he can't, but I'm saying that's not the best of his game is with the ball in his hand.
But hold on, but they didn't want him, and so he chose a team. They got a chance. I said they're gonna win a chip. I said they have a chance, depending on what the bench is gonna do and how the coach is going to how he's going to put it together. Because you can have a lot of
for Philly, it's all about the bench.
Right.
It's about the bench and keeping Embiid healthy. If they keep Embiid healthy 60 games.
But also creating a style that will fit everybody. So everybody be happy. You know? That's going to be key.
Listen, if Philly's smart, they put the ball in LeBron's hand. They put the ball in LeBron's hand and let him facilitate the offense.
They don't have to put the ball in LeBron's hand like that. But
no, I'm not saying do it every play, but you do it enough.
They don't have to do that.
They need to do it enough though. LeBron gonna kill that point forward on that team because there's nowhere you can double. You can't double any of those people without creating a lane to the basket or a wide open three.
Maybe we'll see. Like I said, it depends on what the coach.
I mean, on paper, Miss D, it's just on paper.
Right, what the coach is going to do now, but what it do? It woke up New York. I tell you that because not only they got
you fucking right.
They say they got Brown, they got Jalen Brown, good. Okay, wow, that's good, cool. Then you bring in, even though he's in his 40s, you bring in a veteran Hall of Famer, first ballot that can still give you at least 18 to 20 points. Now, defense wise, no. But he can still be dangerous for certain things, you know?
Absolutely. Well, defense, they're going to.
You stuck. Yeah, but defensive wise, we'll see how Joel plays. You know, he had
Did you hear me, Miss D?
Yeah, you got stuck for a minute. No, I said defensive wise, and B with all his injuries, we'll see how he can play defense. I'm more worried about his defense than offense. Bobby?
Yeah, I will worry about their defense too. They defensively, they're not other than Jalen Brown, they're not that good.
I'm not worried about it. I'm talking about mostly LeBron and Joel defense. That's what I'm saying. LeBron and Joel defense.
Yeah, no, I agree with you with that. Their defense is not going to be, first league all defensive. No, they're gonna give up points.
Could have scared by him going to because I think I love my Pistons, but they with this Jalen Duran situation, it really kind of pissed me off. I don't know what to think.
I don't think they having a very good
no.
What you call it?
Jalen Duran on some bull crap. He won 200. No other team. If that was the case, you had some teams to come in and say that. Now you had some interest, but they were gonna pay no 200 or something, and that was Sacramento. But Jalen Duran need to just get on the boat and get on board. I don't know. It's kind of upsetting me.
I wouldn't have gave him that money either, though. Not after what he did in the playoffs last year. I wouldn't have paid him.
Yeah, but they didn't give him the 200. They gave him 100 or something, but they gave him the 200 yet. Miami with Giannis, it's okay. but they gave up a lot, and
They
they need
did
other
give up a
pieces.
lot.
Who's going to
And I
pass them?
still don't understand how they're gonna use Bam and Giannis together. I gotta see
Well,
it
yeah,
to see
but
how
it would
that
be
shit works.
better. Listen, it would be better to have Bam and Giannis if they had a solid point guard or something like that, or a solid facilitator. That's. I mean, you
Yeah.
can make it work with a solid point guard, or how the coach is going to work. So
If I was the Heat,
you
I would
got,
get Tyus Jones.
yeah,
He's always been a real serviceable point guard, like
right,
a true point guard. You know
right.
what I'm talking about, Miss D? He used to play for Memphis. He used to back up
That
Ja
looks like,
Morant.
I don't know about. So do they have any power rankings right now? They
Not for
got
the NBA, no.
not right now since everything
Uh-uh.
changed. So let me say it
Yeah,
like
since
this:
everything changed.
it's
And
still
the
New
free
York,
agent's not over yet, so
right?
it's
It's
still
still
gonna
New
be a
York.
minute.
It's still New York is number one right now, depending on who get what. Of course they're the champs toward the East though.
Right.
Philadelphia moved up. I
They
will put them
definitely
number
moved.
2, and the Pistons number 3, Cleveland number 4. Even though my Pistons lost to Cleveland, and then
Actually,
everybody
I
else
would
fall in
put
line
Miami
because even
before
Miami,
Cleveland.
they're not gonna be a playoff. They're not gonna be a play-in team, but they're not gonna be a team that's gonna go far in the playoffs either. Miami, because they don't have enough unless they do some of the free agent market.
I think Cleveland window closed. I would put Miami before Cleveland next year.
Yeah.
I think they window closed last year,
Hey, ready?
honestly.
You think Miami they window close?
Yeah, no, not Miami, Cleveland, the Cavaliers. I think their window is closed
Why would you say they window close?
because Donovan Mitchell has already proven he could score a bunch of points in the playoff game, but he can't will his team to win a playoff. So he can't get out the second round. He got Tracy McGrady syndrome. James Harden don't play defense,
My Pistons, so
so
he got out the first round. He just didn't get out the.
yeah, I'm saying he can't get out the second round though. Like
Even though I think
the Pistons is still the Pistons got time. The Pistons were overdue. Like they were a year ahead. They were running above schedule. The Pistons weren't even supposed to be that good.
They make some changes. The Pistons problem, they couldn't close. So even as good as Donovan played against us, they supposed to still win a series. They made a lot of mistakes in the Cleveland series. So I'm gonna say it like this.
Youth.
I'm gonna say New York number 1. I'm talking about East now. We're not gonna go West. I'm gonna go East. New York number 1, Philly number 2, Detroit number 3, Cleveland number 4, and everybody else fall in line. I don't know. Maybe Miami can sneak in 4, but I doubt it. But
I would get Miami and Atlanta. Actually, the Hawks are going to be.
Oh no, hold on. Well, yeah, the Hawks okay.
I'm telling you that now.
Let me
Hawks,
revise.
They're going to be all right.
They okay, BD. I like.
No, I mean they're okay. That's what I'm saying. They're going to be a playoff team, not a play-in team. Is what I'm alluding to.
So you got New York, Philadelphia, Detroit, Orlando, Cleveland, and then everybody else fall in line. I forgot about Orlando.
No Boston.
No.
You forgot about Boston.
I want to see how now that he don't have Jaylen Brown, how is Jason is going to play by himself? Can he carry a team?
Well, yeah, I think that's what they wanted, though. At the end of the day, I think that's what Boston wanted. They wanted Jason Tatum to carry the team.
You didn't put nobody around him.
No.
So,
but you know what? He's going to have to make it work because Jaylen Brown made it work last year with the same roster.
Hold on, that you can't say that because he don't have no sidekick. Jason Tatum had Brown. Brown had Tatum. Now Tatum by himself.
I mean, he ain't have him the whole year though, Miss D. He ain't get Tatum back until.
I understand that, but they still didn't make it nowhere. I'm just saying, can he carry him at least win a series, a playoff series? I'm not saying they're gonna win a championship. I'm saying, can he at least see if he could?
You mean get out the first round, basically?
Right. So, yeah.
Yeah, Boston's intriguing because I don't know how Paul George and Tatum, how that's gonna work. They're similar players.
Paul George is he not the same. He getting older.
No, He's
And
not
then
the same.
one player can still play, and where he gonna go after they get rid of? I mean, sort this situation out with the Clippers. Where is Kawhi gonna go?
Well, Kawhi, he's supposed to go to the Raptors. That's where he wants to go. For some
Hey,
reason, I don't know. You should have never left. If that was the case, you left a whole championship team and broke that up because you want to go home. And now that shit, you want to go back to. I don't understand. He should have went to the Spurs.
Yeah, I think something going on with the Spurs, as far as some bad blood. Yeah, that would have been a great thing for him. That would have been great.
Yeah, I think he should have just went to the Spurs. I don't agree with going to the Raptors. I mean, they got Scotty Barnes and all that, but they don't have no team to get out the first round, even with Kawhi there. They don't have a team around them to get out the first round.
Why he seemed like he ducking smoke? That's why he went to Toronto, because I think, like I said, if that beef didn't happen with San Antonio, remember it didn't end well with him in San Antonio.
Right, I remember. After he got hurt by Zaza Pachulia and all that. And they changed the rules for that. And him.
No,
because of that.
No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. No, he just should have went to a team that had a chance and try to get that ring.
I agree. Because Toronto not it.
Why don't he try to now he won't mess up New York. Go to it's maybe 5 teams.
No, Kawhi wouldn't have messed up New York. I would have took Kawhi Leonard in New York. Absolutely.
There's 5 teams that he should have went to. Go to for a chance. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy to get a championship. Starting with the Knicks, your former team, but he got beef with the Spurs, Oklahoma City, Philadelphia, and try Orlando. Pistons. No, 6 teams. Pistons.
You know what? Yeah. Orlando would be real interesting too.
Yeah.
To pair him with Pablo Banchero and Wagner and Suggs. Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, because Orlando, they missing. I don't know what they missing. Like Orlando's like, for me.
It's something you know what Orlando missing? They need a guard. Orlando needs a guard.
You talking about like a shooting guard or a point guard?
A point guard, because Bane is not necessarily a point guard. He's a shoot first.
No, Bane isn't a point guard.
You got Jalen Suggs. He's not like that either. So,
Bane definitely is not a point guard. He's a shooting guard.
So you got 2 shooting
guards.
And
Banchero, he still got some work on his game he need to do too.
Oh, like definitely. But I'm just saying that would help. So no, Jeremy said LeBron is just an unnecessary super. Well, no, not in the way that you think. I don't think that's necessary.
I don't think this Philly team is a super team. They just happened to get a really dumb trade from the Celtics,
right?
That created a situation,
right?
To create a super team. I don't think this was like intentional.
Right. They were so mad at Jalen for some reason. They was just gonna dump him anywhere. But why would you dump him in the same conference?
Right, that was my thing. You give him to the team that took you out the playoffs last year.
They sent Ja the same conference, but at the same time they sent him to Portland. So they sent him to fade.
Well, how you think that's gonna work? I don't mean to switch topics on you, but the Ja Morant in Portland thing, like him and Adina and Scoot and maybe a healthy Dame. That sound kind of interesting too. You don't think?
No.
A healthy Dame. We don't know what version of Dame we're gonna get.
No. I mean, it'll be okay to watch as far as entertainment, but that team is not going. They going nowhere fast. They going nowhere fast.
Well, they were a playoff team though.
Yeah, they still going nowhere fast. But I'm really curious to see how LaMelo was going to fit with the Wolves. Him and Ant-Man.
Well, I think he's gonna fit well because the one thing about LaMelo, he's always been a willing passer. LaMelo ain't trying to chuck shots like that. They were asking him to chuck
He's
shots
a shot
last
chucker,
year.
but at the same time, he's a shot chucker. But
now I'm saying I think he'll be willing to give he know that's Ant-Man team. He know that's not his team.
The problem with that is same thing they had last year. They can't defend, and then they stall in the playoffs. How would he do in the playoffs? I don't think he ever went to the playoffs as a player, has he?
Yeah, LaMelo's never been to the playoffs. No.
So that's what I'm saying. It's a team that's supposed to have been built as a championship team.
Well, I think them losing Nas Reed hurt them a lot.
Oh, definitely.
In my opinion, I think Nas Reed was very important for the Timberwolves.
Exactly.
Losing him gonna hurt. I mean, they still have DiVincenzo though. You still got Rudy Gobert. He's gonna give you some defense. You know, my problem with Rudy Gobert has always been on the offensive end is that he don't give you nothing on the offensive end. So it's like playing 4-on-5 basketball with him.
And you know who got to come back strong? You know who got to come back strong? Julius Randle, because he really went to bed in the playoffs.
He did, but he's not going to get to the playoffs this year to come back strong. He on Brooklyn. They not going to nobody playoff.
That's right. You know what? This stuff happens so bad, and that's bad. See what I'm saying? Why you ain't really re-sign Randle? Because who else gonna play a little? Still play a little defense. I don't. You know this.
Yeah, Julius Randle's gonna put up a whole bunch of numbers this year. He's gonna average 25 points, 8 rebounds. He's gonna have great numbers. I promise you.
In the regular season,
but Brooklyn not gonna go anywhere.
The problem with him is the playoffs. Like a lot of players, they struggle in the playoffs to find that balance. Where did Nas Reed go? I forgot. Jeremy said, "Where did Nas Reed go?"
Nas Reed went to the trade with LaMelo Ball.
That's right.
He was in that trade.
I actually think that's a good trade for both teams. I like that.
I mean, him on Charlotte with a Kneppel that right. Should be and Kobe White that was on the Bulls. Like that's going to be interesting.
Yep, I think that would be better. Exactly.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to watch Charlotte, but they're not. I don't think their style is going to be different. I don't think they're going to chuck as many threes without Bridges and
that's good for them. There'd be a more solid team. You know, LaMelo felt like he had to entertain and shook the shots, and I don't think that's what they needed. The team became
well. Here's the thing: the Timberwolves are definitely going to be entertaining because Anthony Edwards like to entertain too. I can imagine all the alley-oops they're going to be trying to throw.
The problem with that is, do the things they made, do that make them a contender team?
No, Minnesota's going to contend. They're going to be a playoff team.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're going to be a play. They're not going to be no play-in team.
Nas Reed and Julius Randle.
Yeah, I still think they're not going to be a play-in team. No,
they're going to take
Anthony Edwards too good.
Hold on,
I think they'll be a 7 or 8 seed at least.
But hold on, that might be true, but they're not going to the championship the way unless they get some more people. They kind of
they don't have another. They don't have a legit number like LaMelo Ball is not a legit number 2.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the stuff you lost, as far as on that toughness. And they're not gonna. This is supposed to be a team to compete for a championship, and I think they took a lot of steps back. That's what I'm saying. So you didn't replace that Julius Randle.
Again, I agree with you with the Nas Reed thing. I think that was the big loss.
And Julius Randle too, even though in the playoffs he went to bed. But hey,
yeah, Randle, I think you could recover from. It's Nas Reed because that he was their main backbone coming off their bench. So like,
I don't know.
Now you're gonna put all that on DiVincenzo now. I don't know if DiVincenzo could do it.
Hold on, I don't think you could be. I don't think you can. I don't think you replace Randle either. That's what I'm saying. They took a step back. And we talk about the Western Conference. You still got Oklahoma City. You got San Antonio. So
no, I'm saying they're going to be a low 7 or 8 seed.
Right. Denver's still gonna look.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to be a 7-8. What I'm saying is they're not going to be a play-in team. They're not going to be that.
No, I didn't say
they're
that.
Going to be 7 or 8.
What I'm saying is they're going to be a 7-8 seed in the first round exit. But that's not what that's not what it was constructed for. They was constructed supposedly to win a chip, and that's not going to happen. You got to do better. You got to get a super team. You know,
would you put the blame squarely on Julius Randle why Minnesota went down in flames like they did?
No, because Ant kind of disappeared in a lot of games.
I think Rudy Gobert got abused too, and that had a lot to do with it too.
Right, in certain instances, he get abused because, like you said, he played decent defense, but his offense is limited, just like Jalen Duren.
Right. Yeah, because once you stop all that running to the rim shit, you ain't got nothing left. You can't pop out, hit a 10-foot, like Rudy Gobert can't pop out and hit a 10-foot jumper.
Well, look, he had to play a young Wemby.
Wemby, yeah.
Right, yeah, so.
And God forbid, Wemby's only 22. This man not even done growing. His brain not even fully developed yet. Wemby going to be scary, bro. When he 26, 27.
Hold on. Wemby got to get his body stronger.
Yeah, I know. He's only 22. He ain't finished growing yet.
But he still got to get his body stronger. He got to gain some weight because the reason why they lost, look, think about the series. Now be real, BD. Don't glaze, because I know you're a Knicks fan.
I'm glazing.
In that series, okay, you can glaze all you want to. In that series, guess what? Glazing. The Spurs supposed to have won a lot of those games. They
supposed to won 3 games, to be honest. If we being completely honest, they blew game 1. They fucked game 3 up and game 4 up. They fucked all those.
You know why? Because Wemby need to get in the paint. He can't get in the paint because he's afraid to bang because he got to develop that body. He's too skinny. So he started taking jump shots after jump shot, fade away jump shot, not taking it to the rim, not drawing fouls.
And it was dumb. I loved every minute of it because it showed IQ. Like either that's the coach or that's Wemby IQ. It's one or the other.
It's both. It's not necessarily IQ. Wemby is afraid to bang. Wemby's body, OG, even though he's not as tall, OG strong as hell.
Yeah, just bigger.
Malcolm is strong as hell.
Probably.
Yeah. So
he was bullying Wemby.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was bullying.
Y'all front court was bullying Wemby. Including, I was shocked. Cat. Now, Cat known as a kitty cat, but in the series, he played like a cat.
Nah, Cat got right in the finals. Like, Cat was incredible.
But he usually like a kitty cat.
He really was.
He usually like a kitty cat.
And he played Wemby good. He got into foul trouble games 2 and 3. But for the most part, he played Wemby really well.
That's what you still had OG. So so Wemby needed to. Yes, he's gonna be good, but he had to look at the tape and like, why did I shoot so many jump shots? You got to get stronger. Yeah. I'm not saying you ever gonna get as buff as OG, but at the same time, when you that tall, why are you shooting fadeaway jump shots? 3? Why?
Listen. What Wemby need to develop is an old school back to the basket game. That's what he missing. He missing a real legit post game with his back to the basket.
And why he not calling him? Guess who's there? Tim Duncan.
Yeah, Tim Duncan right there.
Where's
Tim Duncan right there in your face?
He had the games. He in the box. But what? Come on.
He need to go to Tim Duncan school and learn how to play with his back to the basket because at 7'5", ain't nobody blocking your shot. You're shooting over everybody's contest.
Right. He settled everybody. That's what I'm saying. That I'm not saying the Knicks wouldn't have won the series because I think overall the Knicks is better overall. What I'm saying is the way it went down, how they lost the series. There's no way they should have lost it that way.
I tell you how else the Spurs lost the series too, Miss D. You got nothing from San Antonio's bitch other than Dylan Harper. Champagne ain't show up. Cornette ain't show up. Johnson ain't show up.
They're
Their whole
veterans.
bench, other than
Veterans didn't show
Harper,
up.
none of them showed up.
Right. Where was
None of them.
Harrison? Where was
Yeah, none of them.
Yeah.
Harper was the only one off their bench that showed up, and we had nothing for
Exactly. He
that
the
man.
youngest. He was one of the youngest.
We
that
had
showed
nothing
up.
for him.
Exactly.
Yeah, we had nothing for him.
But
We couldn't guard Dylan
the
Harper.
coach made a mistake. I mean, but look, I always say this. I always wonder. You almost had the Eddie situation. A few years back, they called Don Staley. Don Staley, I think she still would have won that chip for y'all this year. What you think?
One for the Knicks, you mean?
Yeah, they wanted her to coach the Knicks.
They wanted her to coach the Knicks. I never knew that.
She was close to taking the job. Mm-hmm. But
you know they've been grooming a lot of women to become NBA coaches. You do know that, right? They were grooming Becky Hammon for a long time.
Becky Hammon would have got paid more in the NBA, of course. But when Pop left, I think he wanted her to be the coach, but it just didn't pan out. So they got Mitch. Becky Hammon was supposed to be the coach of the Spurs.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. They were grooming Becky Hammon.
Let me say this: if the Sixers called with the right bag, I think Don would have took the Sixers job because she's from Philadelphia. Even though she close to New York, New York is closer. But I think
that would be real interesting.
She was
One Staley coaching the Sixers with LeBron and Embiid.
Right.
Yeah.
But listen, the Knicks, they wanted her in a certain extent, but she asked one question. I forget how the interview went, but she was almost a Knicks coach. I like it. I thought that.
Do you have an article on that, Miss D, that I could read? Because I never knew that.
It's a
That's news to me. I never knew that they were recruiting Dawn Staley. That's wild.
No, it was an interview on YouTube. I forget what program I saw it on. She was talking to somebody, and I can't find it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it last year. I think it was like 2 years ago though when she made it.
And you know, I don't think a woman coaching the NBA would be such a bad thing, especially if that woman was a great player, like a Dawn Staley, like a Becky Hammon.
Well, Dawn is used
like
to
a
be around a
Cheryl
lot of
Miller.
guys.
You understand what I'm saying?
She used to all that. You know what I mean? Here you go. Hold on, I got it. Let me see. How do I pull it up? Hold on. Let me pull it up. Let me share my screen.
Yeah, you come on. You got to put it in the box though. First, let me take mine out. I could take mine.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me get to the story. Then I gotta open it up. I gotta open it up first. Now this was last year. I knew I saw it, but that's a video. She actually talked about it. Oh, hold on. Hope I can get it.
Yeah, I never knew that. Dawn said that the Knicks were actively recruiting Dawn Staley to coach the Knicks. Wow.
Yep.
You blew me with that. I never knew that.
Yeah, they recruited her not too long ago. And I like but I would love to see that real life Eddie situation only, but this would have been better because she would have been better than Eddie, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, Eddie, that was the Whoopi Goldberg movie, I believe, right? Where she was the coach of the Knicks.
Yeah, but yeah.
Had Rick Fox in it.
Yep.
Rick Fox was in that movie, wasn't he? Rick Fox, John Sally.
Oh, a lot of players. Okay, here you go. It's in the box.
All right. Yeah, play that, Miss D. I see. This is why I love doing live sometimes. See, I don't mind learning something that I ain't never know.
She did ask that question.
Yeah, I don't mind learning stuff that I ain't never know. So this is good. I never knew that. This is news to me. Dawn Staley coaching the Knicks. I never even thought of that. Like that never even crossed my mind.
Okay, you got it? Hold on. You see it?
Yeah, I already got it up on the screen. You just got to play it. Or
legendary
read it off.
Don Staley interviewed earlier this summer, that's last year, for the Knicks head coaching job and would have accepted had she had been offered the post. I would have had to do it, not just for me, for women, Staley told the WNBA star Leah Boston and former it was on Candace Parker Post Moves. I would have had I would have to if the Knicks. It's the Knicks. I'm from Philly, but it's the freaking New York Knicks. The Knicks ultimately selected Mike Brown to succeed Tom Thibodeau, who led the team to the Eastern Conference Final last year, and but he was fired after losing 6 games to the Pacers. You know, we all know what happened. You already know as a Knicks fan. She said on the podcast she felt she did well in the interview, but wonder if she might have hurt her chances by bringing up how unprecedented it would have if she got the job.
Yeah,
So
next time she won't say unprecedented. Next time she'll just go in there like she's wrong.
She didn't say anything. She just she it was a good. She didn't say that. So how if you hired me as the first female head coach in the NBA, would it impact your daily job? Because it was, Staley said. She asked the Knicks official during the interview. You're going to be asked questions that you don't have to answer if you're a male coach. And you know what? That's not fair. The WNBA guys are coaching right now. They don't ask, so how is it coaching? They don't ever say that. I thought the energy changed, so I shot myself in the foot. So
no, they don't ask that.
Like Brown, don't get me wrong. The Knicks should have pulled the trigger. They should have pulled it. So that's
that would have been very interesting. I wouldn't have mind seeing Dawn Staley get an NBA chip. She would have had the team to do it. But give Mike Brown a lot of credit. He pulled all the right cards when he needed to pull them cards.
Oh, definitely.
He really did. He coached his ass off this playoff run.
I would love to see. I like Mike Brown. Don't get me wrong, but it's a lot of recycle coaches, and she would have been like a new coach.
Right. I would love to see Mark Jackson come back to coaching. I think Mark Jackson was an awesome coach.
Yeah, I think he's been blackballed, and that's not fair. But I think he's been blackballed.
Yeah, but here's the thing, about Mark Jackson. He's super religious, and you just can't go forcing your religious.
But it's kind of weird because guess what? You would think you'd fit that team because guess what? He's super religious, and that's Steph Curry. So how come Steph didn't vouch for him?
The ownership, Miss D. They small hats. Yeah, if you know what a small hat is.
I know what you're saying. But Steph still had a little input. He ain't say nothing.
Oh, and Miss D, not to get off topic, but I gotta ask you while you up here. What did you think about the All-Star game?
I was gonna ask you. That's transition. It was a snoozer. First, let's start off with the weekend before. Okay, look, you had the game on Saturday instead of on a Sunday. That didn't make sense. Saturday, people going out. You should have had it on the Sunday. More people will be watching. They had a good attendance for us in Chicago. I'm gonna go back to that. So let's start with you get rid of the skills competition. You still could have had the skills competition. You could have had the veterans or the NBA greats go against the youngsters. You could have had a rookie sophomore game. You could have had a 1v1. You could have 3-on-3. You replaced the skills competition. Excuse me. You replaced the skills competition with the shooting stars. It was boring. There was no excitement. The shooting was bad. And okay, that failed. In between, why did you have of course you had Teresa Weatherspoon and Cooper as your ambassadors. When you should bring out more 30 for 30, I guess, veterans. Where are the jackets at? Where are the stopping people and say, hey, this is the 30 for 30 legends or whatever. You didn't do that. Then let's get to the 3-point contest. You try to angle it towards CC. And I'm telling you why you try to angle it towards CC. Last year champion was Sabrina Ionescu, your girl from the Liberty. They did not invite her. They lied and said that she declined. And she got on an interview and said, no, I didn't say that. I didn't get an invite. Then McBuckets Kayla McBride said she got a last minute invite, so she didn't participate. You trying to make it easy, but it really wasn't easy because Cece ducked the smoke, and she wound up before she knew that Sabrina was going to participate or not. She declined once again, and it was okay. You know, you had the first rookie to win. That's beautiful. And AZ Fudd, that was one of my picks besides Marina. I thought it was going to be her Marina in the final. That didn't happen. Carlton came in with a 30 ball, but she just saved her 30 ball to late. Her early. She threw the 30 ball out there too early, and she got tired at the end. So AZ Fudd, wound up winning. Okay, average. You get to All-Star game. I know. Look, I'm not trying to compare. I know that the Olympics was coming up in 2024, and the Olympic players that was on the Olympic team, they was trying to play as hard as they can to get some practice in. Enrique put on the show. They put on the show. They took it seriously. I'm gonna ask you. Remember, you say you wanted the game to be serious, but I'm gonna ask you how you feel about that and how you felt about that. So there was a lot of missed layups. You did take it seriously once again in the fourth quarter. The layups that you did make was average. You did not entertain the crowd. Was no dipsy do, no jelly finger rolls, no over the back finger rolls, no behind the back finger rolls. Hey, Sky, things of that nature. Sky, stop it. She ducked the smoke. Stop it. They don't need her.
Miss D.
Huh?
Oh, I just want to make sure you was finished. I'm not trying.
Yeah, that would have been nice to have the current players versus Deladon, right? But they had something called the Shoot Stars, where they had them shooting different. They had a high schooler, rookie, and then a legend, and the shoot was horrible. But they should have did like a skills competition between all three of those. But no. Once again, at first I didn't agree with you, BD. But yeah, in the fourth quarter, they should have turned it on. The defense was suck. The shots they did, they missed a lot of shots, and then the shots they did make was boring. You bore the crowd. So the outside of basketball, the festivities seemed like they had fun. I wasn't there, but I'm just saying it's like they had fun. I'm happy about that. But on the court, it was horrible. Absolutely horrible. But go ahead.
Let me tell you how I felt about the W All-Star game.
Right. I like that.
What the fuck was that shit? 127 3-pointers? What the fuck are y'all doing? Exactly. Don't nobody want to see y'all chuck 137 3-pointers in a fucking game? Like, what the fuck was that?
And your girl Cece,
you shooting shit from 37 feet, 40 feet. Missing layups. What the fuck were they doing?
Your girl Cece decided she want to shoot 3-pointers in the game, but didn't want to participate in the 3-point contest. Yeah.
It was crazy, Miss D. Everybody was chucking up 3-pointers. Everybody. Like, it was a madness. 127 3-pointers. That's madness. Like, listen, this is why I wanted them to play for real. Because, and I hope this don't sound sexist, it might. But I don't care. Look, women don't have the athleticism men do. You know why the NBA All-Star game, even when it's boring, at least you see the dudes, they shooting from half court, they dunking, they doing 360s, they throwing the ball off the backboard and stuff like that. They could bore you with their athleticism. The women can't do that. Y'all not dunking like that. Y'all hold on. Let me finish. They not doing none of that athletic shit. So for y'all just come out there and have a 3-point shooting contest and not play no defense, nothing. Come on, man. Come on.
Okay, that's fine. They do have athleticism. Maybe not like the guys. The layups were basic layups. Why can't you do jellies? Why can't you do finger rolls or reverses off the back of your head? What happened to the pass between your legs? What happened to the pass over your head?
I will say this though, Miss D. Watching Malonga dunk was real cool. Like Malone make it look
but
easy. I
that
just need
dunk
her to
is
do
like,
it through contact.
no, well, not necessarily do contact. I want an Angel to lob it up. I'm gonna see if Dominic can do what
Like throw an alley.
Yeah, because that
Yeah,
dunk
that would
was
be cool.
totally wrong. That dunk was. Oh, what you laughing at? Sky.
Throw up an alley. Oh my goodness! Didn't they do that? Didn't
No,
they
they
just try
didn't.
to throw up an alley? Yes,
No.
they did. Go back and watch. They threw up an
No, they
alley.
did
Nah,
not.
that was a long time ago. They
No, they
tried to
didn't.
throw an alley to Brittany Griner
Listen.
and completely
No.
Go back
messed
and
that up.
watch the game. The girl
They
threw an
did
alley.
not.
Go back and watch it. It's all
No,
in the
you go back and
highlights.
watch. They did not.
They actually didn't they throw one off the backboard
No.
too? A couple them off the
No.
backboard. Yeah. Okay.
No, they ain't
I-
throw
I-
no. I ain't see them throw no alleys.
Scott,
But to be
Scott,
honest with you,
hold
I
on.
got pissed after the third quarter when they just kept chucking up threes,
Right, but Scott,
and
you know what
it was
happened?
getting
That
on my
not-
nerves.
That was not off the backboard. What happened was they was missing layups. That was a layup. They kept missing. Those are bad layups.
So
Oh,
let me
okay.
ask you
Hold
something.
up, She Win says someone
Yes,
did throw
they
an
did.
alley.
Yeah, I know that. I know that. Since I'm not the one that don't watch it, I know that. I know that.
Oh, you
You
don't
know what I
watch
mean?
nothing.
They threw it up off the backboard and
Okay,
tried to
fine.
alley
They
oop
threw it
it.
up, but she
They
ain't
did
catch
like
it.
three times.
But guess what?
They
Who threw it?
They did like
hold
three
on.
times.
Okay, hold on. Not BD. Sky. Who threw it?
It was someone on the red team. Whoever was on the
someone
red
around.
team.
Well, can that
Yeah.
person pass? Because
Yeah,
everybody can't do an alley oop.
but I don't understand. BD just not hit it on the head. You can't do
Okay,
it.
anyway, we ain't gonna get off of that.
Yeah.
We're gonna get off of this.
Okay, well, my Miss D, just
BD
real quick, just real
BD hit
quick.
on the head.
Just-
You can't do it. It's not able.
Listen,
They're not
just
able to
real
do it.
quick, y'all. Just real quick. This is
Chelsea
why
said-
I wanted them to play for real. Because
that.
when they
Hold
do that shit, it looks really bad. Listen, y'all they done came a long way. They got millions of people watching now. We
don't
wanted
have
an
to-
all-star game like we had in 2024. They should have never played that hard for that Team USA all-star shit. If they wasn't gonna keep doing that, Miss D, they should have never did that. They should have just kept it regular.
Okay,
Listen,
fine.
in the
Hold on, Scott, hold
NBA
on,
and the
hold on,
WNBA,
hold
they
on.
should cancel
Scott,
that shit.
Scott, I'm gonna ask you a question in a minute.
In both of them,
Listen, hold up,
they should
Sky.
cancel it.
No, they.
No, I'm saying
No.
in the NBA and the WNBA, they should cancel the All-Star
Sky.
game because it's not worth it.
Sky, no, it's not. Get
$400 for a seat.
Get off the panel. Anyway, I'm trying to freaking talk. Anyway,
Go ahead, Miss
Hold
D.
up,
Go ahead.
hold up. I sat
No,
here
on.
and didn't say
You know,
nothing,
hold
and now I
on.
want to talk. I got.
Hold on, just let her finish her thought, Skywalker. Let her finish her thought.
I'm trying to
I'm gonna holler
freaking
at you,
talk.
BD. I'll holler at you, BD.
I can't
sat up here
talk.
for 10 minutes, didn't say nothing.
I can't
sat
talk.
up here. I sat up here for 10 minutes, didn't say nothing. She sat up here and talked the whole time.
I was gonna ask you a question, and you kept talking.
And then I say something.
Hey,
and then I
Kate, come
can't
on,
say
y'all. Hey,
amazing.
come
I
on.
asked you a question. I can't
We all
ask-
adults here.
Go ahead.
Just come on.
You know everything. You don't even watch the freaking game. You don't even like women's sports. So why are you up here?
What does it got to do with what does it got to do with me saying the
'Cause you on the
NBA?
bullshit.
See, you hear what I'm saying? The NBA and the WNBA should not have an all-star team. I'm tired of people sitting here talking about, you don't watch this, Miss D. You don't know what I watch. I know basketball. Just because y'all think I'm a Mexican and I should be watching soccer, I know what I'm talking about.
You should be watching soccer.
This is
BD,
amazing.
hold on,
This
BD.
is amazing.
BD,
This is amazing. The
BD,
thing about
BD.
that I don't know
Look,
basketball, that I can't
BD.
tell
Yeah.
you when I've been
BD.
watching
Yes,
it.
Miss.
I've been watching
Yes,
it. I
Miss
don't
D.
know everybody.
Mute
I don't
him.
know everybody in
Mute
the
him.
NBA.
Mute him.
But you do got to let people finish their thought,
No,
though,
hold on.
Miss D.
Mute him, 'cause I literally
Go
said
ahead. Go with
something.
your thought, Miss D. Go ahead.
Mute him.
Go ahead.
First of
You
all-
can talk, Miss D.
Okay, Dad. See, you got me hollering. I'm trying not to holler. He don't know how to just talk. I'm trying to
Go
say
ahead,
something.
talk.
He go on and on. What the hell did I have to do with I am? What the hell did I have to do with you being a Mexican? I ain't say nothing about you being a Mexican. What the frick is you talking about?
Nah, that's me. He a Mexican. He should watch soccer
Thank you,
and
BD.
eat tacos.
But you messed up the
I
whole
sat
show.
here.
But you
I
messed up
sat
the whole.
here-
Hold
I'm
on,
for
no,
that.
hold up, PD.
Hold up. I
Mute-
sat here
mute
and
him.
said that the
Mute him.
NBA and the WNBA
You could get
should be canceled.
mute
The
him.
All-Star
That's what
game,
I said.
and you
Mute
tell me
him.
that I
Nah,
don't know
listen,
what I'm talking about.
I'm not into muting people, Miss D. I'd rather just let y'all go back and forth if
But
y'all
BD,
gonna go
but
back
BD,
and forth.
But BD, ain't I sitting
I don't
here
like
letting her
that.
talk, BD? I'm sitting here letting her talk, and she ain't
No,
letting
no,
me
you're
talk
not
at
letting me
all.
talk. You're not
All
letting
right,
me talk.
look, Skywalker, let her finish her
Yeah,
thought. Go ahead, Miss D. I got you. Go ahead.
Damn. Anyway,
Finish your thought, Miss D.
first of all, if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. We here to talk about women's basketball. What are you talking about? I'm not here to argue back and forth with you because I get loud. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. We could make it better. I don't know what that was Saturday, but we could make it better. And
They need to do something because that was crap.
Hey, BD, just
Utter
let me know
crap.
when I can talk because I'm not getting
Yeah, I
got you,
I
Scott.
want the same. I want the same.
I got you, Scott. Chill out.
Sky,
Go ahead, Miss D. I'm sorry, that was me interrupting. I'm sorry, Miss D. Go ahead.
Because we was talking. Don't do that, Sky. Go ahead. I'm through.
All right.
No, I wanted you to finish your thought.
She said she was through.
Okay.
So what people don't like, some people don't like facts. Know what I mean?
No, you don't present back. You don't fucking watch it. What the fuck is you talking about?
You see that, BD? I sat there and didn't say nothing.
No,
right?
I'm
the one.
Yeah, let him finish his thought, Miss D. He did let you finish your thought.
She wants you to mute me, but I'm sitting here letting her talk the whole time.
You ain't let me do nothing.
No, go Sky, finish your thought, sir. You good? Finish your thought.
She's gonna keep on over talking me. You know what I mean? The fact is that you sit here and tell me what I don't watch when I just sat here and said the NBA, not W, NBA and the WNBA should cancel the All-Star
That's your
game.
opinion.
And all you heard was WNBA because that's all you want to hear. That's it. If it ain't about Angel Reese or these bitches out here, you don't want to hear nothing.
You
know what I mean? That's it. Know what I mean? Why don't you talk about when Angel Reese got blocked and they weren't even trying to block her?
Hey, come on. We're not going to do the Angel Reese slander now. That we're not going to do.
Hold up. Okay, so
we're not going to do that.
Hold up, BD. Before I got up here, she was sitting here talking about Caitlin Clark did this.
Okay, look.
Clark did that.
Okay, look. I'm not going. Hold on, wait. Y'all. Okay, look. I got love for the both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna have to be one at a time with how we talk to each other. And number two, more than anything else, we got to respect each other. You understand what I'm saying? Like we don't got to. We could be passionate about our arguments, argue the argument. You understand what I'm saying? We don't need to go after each other in arguing our arguments. There's nothing wrong with attacking the argument. But once we start attacking each other, that's not cool, bro. And you know, I rock with both of y'all. So I'm gonna need y'all to do better. Okay. We all adults here. Let's have an adult conversation. You understand what I'm saying? I apologize, y'all, for all that. I'm not with all the I like the banter, I like the debates and all that stuff. That's my thing. I love that shit. You understand what I'm saying? But we don't need to make it personal. We don't need to tell people what they watch, what they don't watch. We don't know who watches what. You understand what I'm saying? We're not in each other's houses to know who watches what. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we're going to respect each other. You understand what I'm saying? Foremost, point blank, period. We're going to respect each other now. We're going to try this again. Okay? Ms. D, Skywalker, going to try this again.
Here. Don't bring him back up here.
No, of course I'm going to bring him back up here.
No, he's not. I'm about to leave. Bye, Sky. Bye. Because y'all, no.
No, of course I'm going to, because Sky's that's my guy. I rock with him just like I rock with you. Crazy. I don't choose. I'm not choosing sides between two people that I both rock with.
Big girl, Chicago Cheetah. She wins. Thank you for coming. If y'all want to stay up here, y'all can. I'm out.
Well, Miss D, you know I got mad love for you, Miss D, but you always welcome to stay.
So BD, I sat up here and I didn't even say nothing. I didn't interrupt. All I did was laugh. And she got mad when I laughed, right? I'm sitting here talking about sports. And that right there, I don't even care what she thinks I watch and what I don't watch in my house. I don't care about that, right? But to sit here and say I can't talk about something because this and that, I'm talking facts. Know what I mean? Damn all that other shit about Caitlin Clark and CC. Okay, if y'all want to talk about that, let's talk about the numbers. Let's talk about facts. Let's talk about pure numbers and facts. I sat up here and said the NBA and the WNBA.
Yeah, I heard what you said.
She got mad at me because I said the WNBA. If I can,
and both All-Star games are trash. Well,
They're
not for
shook.
nothing,
And
the
that's
NBA All-Star game this year wasn't trash at all. They actually
because of
played this year.
Wemby. Because of Wemby set the tone. But it still was trash compared to what we used to watch back in the days. You know what I mean? Back in the days, we still, you know what I mean? But to sit here and tell me that then I didn't even,
Skywalker, hold that thought. Big girl, real quick. You know Miss D, my chick. I fuck with Miss D hard. You understand what I'm saying? But Skywalker, my guy too. I'm not going to be in a position where I got to choose sides. You understand what I'm saying? I rock with both of them. And I told y'all before, long ago, you know, I'm not for everybody. I'm for letting people air what they got to air out. Everybody's not going to agree on everything. You understand what I'm saying? My show isn't kumbaya. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody not going to agree on everything. That's just what it is. That's real life. In real
and,
life,
B,
everybody don't agree on
and BD,
everything.
that's what I
Now,
thought. I thought we were
hold on,
just doing.
Skywalker. Wait. My main thing is I just need people to respect each other. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with you attacking somebody's argument. But when you start attacking somebody directly, personally, that's when I have a problem. You understand what I'm saying? That I ain't fit to put up with that. But if they want to banter back and forth and they talking about the subject or they talking about the sport or whatever the case may be, that's okay with me. I'm okay with people going back and forth about the subject or whatever. It's when people get personal and start making personal attacks. That's when I have a problem, big girl.
Yeah,
So
I don't even think she
this
made a person. I know I didn't make no personal attacks, and I don't think she made a personal attack to me because it don't. That ain't no personal to what I watch in the house. I don't care about none of that. It's just the point is I didn't even disrespect nobody in no kind of way. You know what I mean? She came at me talking about I shouldn't be on the panel. She trying to make you mute. I wouldn't even. I was letting her talk, BD. I sat here and let y'all talk. Let her say what she had to say. When you said something about it, and I started laughing, and I said and then the fact that I don't watch it, but I know there's at least two alley oops, and then the off the backboard and one alley oop to the right. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know everybody's name in the NBA. I don't know everybody's name in the WNBA or the NFL. So I'm not gonna say I know their names, but I know it happened. You know what I mean? All I'm saying,
right.
and I didn't disrespect Angel Reese in no kind of way. All I said was, oh, y'all ain't talking about when she walked up there and Asia Wilson blocked her and they started laughing, said it wasn't supposed to happen like that.
Nah,
You
even
know what I
Angel
mean? When
Wilson
people
said it
see that,
wasn't supposed to happen like that.
exactly.
It was
What did I
just,
say?
they
How did I
weren't
disrespect
playing
Angel
for
Reese?
real. They
But
were
how did
just
I
playing
disrespect? I
around.
know
It was
that.
an
But
exhibition.
BD,
They
all I'm
shot
saying is how did I
127 three
disrespect?
points.
How did I disrespect Angel Reese in saying that? That's all I
Well,
said.
I
When
didn't
she
see the
got blocked.
disrespect in it.
Yeah,
I
but
think
that's
the
all I said.
disrespect came when you start saying calling people bitches. There's a lot of
Yeah,
women
well, I
in
didn't
this
call
chat.
them.
They don't
Okay, my
they don't
bad. I
want to hear that
apologize. But
bitches shit.
okay,
Yeah,
my
like
bad.
that
Okay,
was the
my bad. I
disrespectful
apologize.
part. So
You know what I
see,
mean? But
Skywalker, when listen, just let me just inform you so
that's the
you
way I
know
talk,
for
though. My
future
bad.
reference. You know because you run your own show. So this is not nothing new to you. When you dealing with women, right? You can't just be saying bitches and hoes and all that shit. Even if that's a part of your regular speech, you got to know that you can't just be up and saying it because what's not offensive to you could be offensive to somebody else. What's
You're right.
not
You're right.
offensive to me could be offensive to somebody else. So
You're
you know
right.
what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? Like we not
You're
in the
right.
locker room, we not in the barbershop. You understand what I'm
You're right.
saying?
You're right.
So we do
But
gotta
like I
watch
said,
sometimes when we have people because people are watching you. So
listen,
you
this is
can't
the thing
just
about
go off
I
and
agree.
just
I
say
agree with BD, but this is
anything
the thing.
anytime. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not good. Miss
This
D,
is
can
the
you come back?
thing. I'm about to leave. She can
Come
come back.
back,
I'm about
Miss
to leave.
D.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't even come back like that no more because it don't even make no sense. Like
Nah.
from
Again,
I'm getting attacked.
I'm not gonna
I'm just
choose
saying.
sides. I
I'm
don't
just
do that.
saying. You know, and it ain't for you. You know what I mean? I'm getting attacked, talking this and that. I'm talking about this and that, all this and all that. I ain't say nothing to her. All I said was, y'all act like I ain't watched the damn game. I sat there and watched the damn game. The damn game was
Nah,
trash.
I
You know what
want
I
you
mean?
to, Miss
The shit
D.
was trash.
Please
I don't
come back.
understand it. I don't understand it. And then I compared it to the NBA saying that was trash. And then I can't even talk because I don't know. I don't understand where that comes from. I said the NBA is trash, just like the WNBA is trash. The All Star
Yeah, I know.
game.
I
I'm
heard
not
you say,
even. I'm
listen,
not.
both
But see,
All-Star games are trash. I
but
agree
I'm
with
not
that.
even. But listen, I'm not even coming up here talking about the game itself, the league itself. I didn't even say nothing about the league. I said the All Star game. Just like football. Guess what? That shit is not worth watching. And not on top of that, they paid $400, you know what I mean, at base level price to come up there and watch this shit. And all of them underperformed and just played around like that shit. Man, I'd be asking for my money back if I was them.
Listen, the game was trash. 127 3-pointers. Like, I don't care what nobody say. That shit was not worth, people spending all their money. And my thing is, and this is why I wanted them to play hard, right? And it's not because, I just some type of, male chauvinist and I just want to see women exert themselves. No, I wanted them to play hard because we advocated so hard for you guys to get y'all money. And when y'all played hard, the game was actually entertaining. It was fun to watch. Y'all really played. So you can't go from really playing 1 year and then the next 2 years, y'all on some exhibition stuff just playing around. Like, for me, that don't do it for me. Personally, it just don't do it. Especially after I done watched y'all how y'all look when y'all play for real. Like when y'all playing for real, it was an exciting matter of fact, that Team USA Team All-Star game, that was the best WNBA All-Star game I've ever seen. Ever. Like that shit was
That
the
was the
shit.
first year, wasn't it?
No,
First
that
year
was
she
2
was in the
years ago.
league.
That wasn't
The first year she was in the
the
league.
first year, but that was
Or
the
the second
first
league.
time that they actually like
Yeah,
really
the first time
played
they did
for
it.
real. Like they were playing for real and the game was exciting. And the year before that, they were playing for real. Enrique went crazy. You
But
understand
see,
what I'm
listen,
saying?
let
She
me let,
dropped like
let
35.
see, yeah, so this
Like,
girl Ashley, right? She said personally the angel, right? That's the same thing with that, all of them. If you want to say it like that, look, before I came up here, look what we're saying about CC. Oh, CC this and CC that, CC that. No matter what they do, they, you know what I'm saying? The best thing they could have did 50%. You know what I mean?
well,
That's the
here's my
best thing they
thing.
could have did.
I'm not happy that they only played Angel Reese 9 minutes. What the fuck was that?
Well, shit, they played it like what? Okay, they played what's the name? What 10 minutes or something like that too, right? What's
Listen,
the name?
Caitlin Clark played
Yeah.
22 minutes.
Okay, I thought it was
I
like
think
17
Olivia
minutes, something
Miles
like that.
played 20 minutes. Angel Reese played 9 minutes, bro. 9
I thought it was
minutes.
like 17 minutes, something like that. Regardless,
Nah, she
and
played 9 minutes, got 5
the
rebounds and 4 assists in
the
9
best
minutes.
thing, the best thing, all of them could have did was go out there and give at least some type of effort, some type of effort. These people paid
Yeah,
four hundred
listen,
dollars
I've been
a
asking for
ticket.
that forever. And people got on my back, oh BD. If you don't want to watch, just don't watch. They don't need to play hard. They don't need to risk injury. That's the pushback I got. But when I was saying but then why did they do that shit when it was Team USA? Why did they play? They didn't care about no injuries and all that stuff when they were playing that game. So why you
They're
play
going
that
ready to go
game
to
hard and then you piss off these other games? Like, you want, first of all, in the the 50% of the All-Star vote is the fans. The game is supposed to be about the fans at the end of the day. The fans I don't care. Anybody could say anything in the chat. I'm welcome to, I'll drop the link if you want to come up. Look, tell me if I'm wrong. Wouldn't you rather see them play hard now after you don't watch them the last 2 years do this? Don't you want to see them play hard now? We done had 2 years of this, of them just chucking 3-pointers, not playing no defense, running up and down the court, lollygagging. Like, we done had
Listen,
2
BD,
years. This
I
what y'all
think,
want for the
I
rest of
think
y'all
the,
All-Star games?
yeah.
I don't
Listen,
want
I
that for
think,
the rest of my All-Star games. I want
I
to see, and
think,
this for the NBA too. The niggas ain't
yes.
fucking,
I'm about to
they
say
don't
that.
get spared neither. Like, I
I'm
need
about to
them
say
to
that.
play hard too.
Listen, BD, I think
Yeah, especially
all
the
through
men in
all,
particular, because they making millions of dollars. Y'all making tens of millions of dollars, and you telling me you can't play hard All-Star weekend when it's the fans that's filling y'all fucking pockets?
listen,
Nah.
BD, all sports should let, if they're gonna do this, they should let this shit be free. They should let people, they should let the stadium, they should just have it a free event. You know what I mean? If they, if they're all the football, basketball, baseball, I guess, whatever. You know what I mean? Baseball, shit, whatever. It is the same
Miss
anyway.
D, you
But
always welcome to come up, Miss D. Don't nobody got no beef here. Don't
yeah,
nobody got no
I
beef
ain't
here.
got no
This
beef.
not no
I ain't
beef
got no beef
channel.
with nobody. No. But through all, listen,
Miss D, you
football,
more than welcome to come up. Matter of fact, I would like for you to come up, please. Come
I'm
up,
about to
Miss
drop
D.
off
So
after I say this.
we
If you
could
don't want to come
always,
up,
you know
then
what I
my bad.
mean? This is just, you know what I mean? It's YouTube. We
I ain't
it's
got no
okay to
problem with her.
argue. We not gonna get all personal and all that though. Like it's okay to like go back and forth though. I don't have a problem with that. I never did.
Yeah, so I ain't got no problem. I know that. This is what we're just going back and forth. You know, I ain't got. I don't even know you, Miss D. You know, it is what it is. Shit, I don't care. But anyways, all star games should be canceled. If they're gonna do it, they should have the shit for free. You know what I mean? And that's it. That's how they should do it. Instead of having people pay all this money to go see, like you remember back in the days when football used to have the All Star games,
Hold
they
on,
used to
Skywalker.
actually
Miss
hit.
D, you know I love you like cook food, mama. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Come up here and we could all talk this together. We all adults at the end of the day. We just
Nah, Dita,
talking
you know,
sports. We not talking about each other. I don't play those games. We not fit to do that.
yeah, I didn't say nothing about her, so I don't know where the beef is at. So, like I said, it is no big deal with me. I ain't got no problem with y'all. I still rock with you, Miss D, but you know, it is what it is. If you don't, it is what it is. I'm not, you know, let you, you know, it is what it is. But anyways, all-star games and NBA game, they should turn that into the banana league. With an all-star game, they should turn that to the banana league. You know what I mean? That's what they should do
Right.
for the all-star game. NBA game, all-star, they should have the all-stars in the NBA game actually playing. They should have them dudes from Dunk Academy come in, do the dunk competition. You know what I mean? And then have them do the rest of like three-point competition. I'll have the NBA players do that and have these Dunk Academy. You seen that dude do the 360 tomahawk, pump tomahawk dunk in front of Shaq? That white dude?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So
Yeah,
they
that
need
that
to
went hard
have,
actually.
yeah, they need to have people like him, Jordan Kilgorno, and all them, whatever his name is, come out and do the dunk competition. You know what I mean? If they're gonna have the WNBA game, shit, I guess do it like they did the year, but like you said, do it you know, well, shit, I guess I was for the Olympics, but I don't know. You know what I mean? If not, just cancel all that shit. Through all sports, all the All Star games are trash. All of them.
Not Major League Baseball.
Not
Baseball
Major
All
League
Star game
Baseball.
actually that's the only All Star game worth watching
Yeah, that's what I was about to
because
say.
they
I think that's
actually
it. Leave that
playing
one
for
out.
real.
And
Nah,
I've
Major
never
League
seen us.
Baseball, that's the only all-star game worth watching because that's the only one, the only sport where they actually play for real. But the two all-star games, this was whack. But Skywalker, you know you my brother. I holla at you, man.
Yes, sir, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man.
All right. Miss D, you need to come back up here. Don't be like that. We not trying. You know, I'm not no male chauvinist or nothing like that. But I am a firm believer in letting people talk. I'm not into like muting people and going through all that. Like, y'all got to hash something out, hash it out. We all adults here, you know. But I understand. Don't nobody want to yell and scream over nobody. And no, Uncle, no, I'm not a LeBron hater. I've never been a LeBron hater. I think LeBron is in the GOAT conversation. If you ask me, I'm definitely not no LeBron hater. But yeah, you know, I'm not nobody censor. I'm not finna tell people how to talk and how they can talk and all that stuff, because I don't want nobody trying to tell me how to talk and how I can talk and all that shit. Nah. I'm say what I'm gonna say. And I allow you to say what you're gonna say. You know what I'm saying? That's how I roll. And again, I understand I ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But that was, for some folks, the banter is entertaining. For other folks, it's not. It just depends on who you are. Everybody's skin is thick. Some people's skin are thicker than others. But, I got to tell y'all a little history. I come from a sector that this is what we do. The banter and the back and forth and the debating and all that stuff. This is the sector I come from. I'm not, from no sports sector. I just like sports. I just happen to be just a fan, So I when I came on that side, the K-SAP side of things, they were different from me because, they weren't into the banter so much, where they were into like, they show had a purpose. Like it was about Angel Reese and, all the great things that Angel Reese do. That's what I came into when I came into the K-SAP side. And, since I'm a fan of Angel Reese, I'm into that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm an Angel Reese fan. I could go kumbaya with Angel Reese too. Like, I fuck with the Barbie. And that's why I'm going to be there Barbie night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mess with her just like y'all do. I just got a twist to it. I just mess with other stuff. I'm just not strictly, WNBA. I watch the NBA, I watch football, I watch soccer, I watch wrestling. You understand what I'm saying? I watch NASCAR, right? I'm a little everything. Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a couple of months ago. Yeah, when Tyler Beckett had won that race at the NASCAR and MJ, did what he did. I didn't, I ain't think it was a good look, but I understand people get caught up celebrating. They kind of do things that, optically don't look good, but in the moment they wasn't thinking about what they were doing because they were in the moment. And I think he was just caught in the moment at the time. I don't think he had nothing malicious or none of that stuff, Jordan. I don't think he was on it like that. He was just caught up in the moment. He won a NASCAR race. That was big for Michael Jordan. You got to remember, just a year ago, Jordan was suing NASCAR. So to come from suing NASCAR to run off 3 races in a row and win, that was a big deal for Michael Jordan. So yeah, I understand why he reacted the way he did. Like I said, it didn't optically look good, but I think he was just caught in the moment of stuff. Well, y'all, this has been very interesting to say the least. I'm still here. I dropped this link again. If anybody want to come up, and I ain't got, just to be clear, I ain't got no issues with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a fan willing to banter with other fans. You know what I'm saying? I don't get too high. I don't get too low. I already done been through some stuff the past couple of weeks. So I come on YouTube stuff to like just be easy. You know what I'm saying? Talk some shit and all that. Ms. D, it's okay for you to come back too, Ms. D. I don't want you to feel no way. But you Sky's my guy too. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't fit to like do that. I was gonna rather y'all just have that out. But you're always welcome to come back. And again, my thoughts on the WNBA All-Star game. It was trash. 127 3-pointers. That's just too. Nobody want to see a 3-point shooting exhibition. If you're not going to be in the 3-point shooting contest, y'all all just should have just all been in the 3-point shooting contest if y'all were going to do all that. Like for me, the highlight of the day for me was Malonga dunking. At the Malonga dunk, it was just like, and I need the ladies to do better because I'm a fan and I'd rather just see them play. It just looked better when they were actually playing. To me, it just looked better. It was entertaining. And it's crazy how that worked. It is. But my original subject, to get back to that, was LeBron and him going to Philly and how that changes everything. So I don't think it changes everything. I think it just looks good on paper. Again, I can't be all in on Philly because Embiid don't stay healthy long enough for me to be like all in on Philly like that. If you get 60 games out of Embiid, you lucky, because Embiid don't give you 60 games. He hasn't given you 60 games in 3 years, 4 years now. So what make you think this year going to be any different than the last couple of years? Like it take too much work to keep him on the floor. And then LeBron again at 42, like I don't know how much more you could squeeze out of LeBron at 42. Like asking LeBron to give you 20 to 25 points at 42, that's asking a lot. So you got Edgecombe, you got Maxey, you got Jaylen Brown, and it's all of them that's going to have to carry the team. You understand what I'm saying? And we just going to see how that play out. But I still think the Knicks could beat them, even with LeBron, because, chemistry, you can't, chemistry is a different thing. Chemistry, you have to work on that. That's something that has to be created. You just don't have that coming out the gate. So as good as the Sixers look on paper, are they going to have that kind of chemistry? Are they going to be able to share the ball? Like, is LeBron going to play point forward, which I think he should do? I think for Philly to be right, LeBron need to play point forward. He don't even need to drop 20, 25 points a game. What he need to do is give you 10 assists a game and 8 rebounds. And he's going to give you 10 points, 15 points because he's LeBron, right? I don't think LeBron don't go no game without giving you double-digit scoring of some kind, whether it's 12 points, 15 points, 17 points. You don't need 30 and 40-point games out LeBron James at this point. But what you can get out of LeBron James is a 3-level scorer, which he's always been pretty much most of his career, and a 3-level passer. Somebody who could pass from the post, somebody who could pass from the perimeter, somebody who could pass from the 3-point line, somebody who could pass in transition. LeBron gives you all of those things. And then you get a Jaylen Brown to pair with him who's going to give you most of those things, not all of those things, but Jaylen Brown to give you most of those things, right? So you got one guy who's going to give you most of those things, another guy who's going to give you all of those things, right? And then you still got Edgecombe and Maxey. And between the two of them, both of them could give you 20 points a game, right? And Embiid, when he's healthy, he's an MVP candidate. So, man, I feel really bad now. Like, I didn't mean for my stuff to go off the rails, like how it went off the rails. But, I'm just, again, I'm a believer in just letting adults talk. I'm not into cutting people off and muting people because they don't like what you got to say and all that. No, y'all grown. Y'all can work that out. You understand what I'm saying? I try to give folks the form to, like, work stuff out. Like, but I still kind of feel away now. I'm saying, because this is my first live back in like 3 weeks. Like, I've been gone a whole month. I'm saying, so this was not what I was expecting. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it would be like that, but I hope y'all can forgive me. You understand what I'm saying? I tried to, let folks, I ain't want to just be cutting people off. I'm not coming, cause I don't like being cut off. That annoys me when folks cut me off, especially cut me off mid-thought. Like, that's annoying to me. So I don't be wanting to do that to others because I don't want that shit done to me. I've been on plenty panels. You understand what I'm saying? And everybody run their panel the way they run their panel. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody different, and how they do things. You know what I'm saying? But I am who I am. But Miss D, if you need an apology from me, I am very sorry. I didn't know it was gonna get that crazy like that. I know you and Skywalker, y'all like to argue with each other, so I thought that's what it was gonna be. Y'all banter with each other back and forth all the time. Y'all been doing this for months, so like, I ain't think it would get like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't think it was gonna get like that. So, forgive me for not having the foresight to think it was going to get like how it got. Like, that wasn't my intention at all. And, that all I can say is that, I apologize because it is my platform at the end of the day. And I did let it go. But again, I know y'all do talk to each other and all that stuff. Y'all been on my show plenty of times. So like, again, I didn't, I figured y'all was just bantering back and forth, and that's what it was. I didn't think it was going to get like how it got, and I probably should have stepped in sooner. But, I was trying, let grown folks be grown folks because I'm grown, and I don't like people cutting me off mid-thought. So I try to give people that same respect. But it is what it is at this point. But again, the link is in the chat for anybody who want to come up and talk their stuff. I'm for it today. It's been a while. I ain't been on here 3 whole weeks. So, and, to share a little bit of good news, I reached 700 subscribers this morning. I couldn't believe it. I never thought I would get to 200, 300. But your boy is at 700. So, thank you everybody again for like showing the brother some support. Like, I try to, teach people, like, I understand the W ain't for everybody, right? But I'm a real avid fan of the W. I'm a real avid fan of the women. And, I try to like give people history lessons about, some of the women that came before, the Angel Reeses and the Caitlin Clarks of the world. Because I don't want people to get caught up in just thinking that, the W is all about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, because clearly it is not. Like, you if you notice in my background, the best player in the league is in my background, and it's neither Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese. Right? I know y'all see that. Let me move over so y'all can see it again. Y'all see who that is, right? So y'all should know where I stand when it comes to like who's the best player in the W and all that other stuff. For me, it's very simple. And it's been simple for a while now. Aisha freaking Wilson. And that, everybody else is trying to get to where she at. But everybody else got time to get there. AR only in year 3, Caitlin in year 3. Like, these women got plenty of time. Neither one of them are in their primes yet. Like, we ain't even see prime Angel Reese or prime Caitlin Clark yet. So we just need to sit back and enjoy the show. And Miss D, to be honest, I don't even know how to take you off. If you wanted me to take you off, I don't even know how to do that. So you got to forgive me for that. I don't mean to just be rambling, but I'm here, and I ain't been here in 3 weeks, and I ain't want my shit to be like that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel really horrible that it got like that. So maybe next time it'll be better. You understand what I'm saying? I know now, This is, again, curveballs. Sometimes we hit them, sometimes we don't. You know what I'm saying? But that was a learning experience for me. So now I know to be better. And the Spurs going to win a chip. They are eventually. They will eventually win a chip. Wemby's too good for them not to win a chip eventually. He's too good a player. He's going to be the best player in the league. It's only a matter of time before Wemby is that. Only a matter of time. Yeah, Wemby is going to be the best player in the league. Like, there's the only thing that can stop that at this point is injury. Yeah, y'all not going to get Steph. Steph is not leaving Golden State. Steph is gonna retire. There's no way Steph leaves Golden State. No way. Hell, I thought Draymond would be the first one to leave, not Klay Thompson. To be perfectly honest with you, I thought it was going to be Draymond. So, I was wrong. They got rid of Klay first. So, I think the Warriors are a play-in team, even with a healthy Jimmy Butler coming back. I still think they're a play-in team. They're just old at this point. Porzingis is not going to give you a whole season. I doubt it. You might get 50 games out of Porzingis. You got Jimmy Butler coming back off the ACL. Steph had his, multitude of injuries throughout the year. So, he's going to be a step slower than what he was. You understand? It's going to take him a minute to get his game legs back. So, it depends. It depends. It all depends on how that works, but Steph should be okay. Now, Golden State, they're not going to win no more titles. Their window is closed at this point. There's no more titles for Golden State. That's a done deal. The Knicks might be able to squeeze one more out. Might. Before San Antonio eventually have their dynasty. But they are going to have a dynasty. Know that. There's no way Wembanyama don't have a dynasty. There's no way. Because the man's only 22. He ain't even stopped growing yet. When he come into the league, he might be 7'6" this year when he come to camp. And that's scary. A 7'6" Wembanyama. It's hard to do anything with him now at 7'4". Like, what are y'all doing with this man at 7'6"? Nothing. And if he come in 7'6" and he gained 20 pounds, 25 pounds, especially some upper body, 20 pounds, 25 pounds, you can forget it. Ain't nothing y'all doing with that dude. Ain't nothing y'all doing with that dude. Nothing. Right. And Castle, he's another one. Castle, very underrated. But, Castle, he didn't show up in the finals last year. Let's call ace and spade. Castle didn't show up. It was more Dylan Harper than anybody else. Like, we had nothing for Dylan Harper. But Castle, he only really played good game 2. And he was okay. I'm tripping. He was okay game 3 too. But game 1 and game 4, he ain't show up for them. And that hurt them. Yeah, that hurt them. Yeah, that really hurt them a lot. Well, guys, again, this went all the way left field. I ain't like it. I ain't like it at all. I wish this didn't go like how it went. I know now to do better, though. You understand what I'm saying? I can do better. Yeah, the Knicks were well rested. They were. I mean, the Knicks were just hot. They were hot the whole playoff. Like, give them a lot of credit. They were on fire the entire playoffs. Like after that second loss to the Hawks, something clicked with the Knicks, and they just became a different team. After that second loss to Atlanta, they became a completely different team, and there wasn't nobody really fucking with the Knicks like that. Like the Knicks were just on one the entire playoff. Like all of the leads that they were coming back from, they were down 20, down 25, down 29, and they just you couldn't put the Knicks away. Like you had all these big, huge double-digit leads in playoff games, and the Knicks just didn't allow you to put them away. Even when you thought they were dead to rights, they weren't dead to rights. Like it was incredible to watch. Yeah, it was really incredible to watch. Well, I've been on here hour 40 minutes. I guess I'm gonna call it a day now. This could have been better. No, I don't be on 2K. I'm not a video gamer like that. But again, guys, I wish this could have went better, but we'll try this again another time. At another time, another week, and hopefully it'll be better next time around. Again, curveballs. Sometimes you hit them, sometimes you don't. But again, thank y'all for coming. Everybody who did come, Miss D, Skywalker. Hopefully we'll get to work that out the next time I see both of you on the panel. Because I appreciate both you guys. I rock with both you guys. So I'm not fit to, do that. But anywho, it's been a blast. It's Big Dog Sports, where sports and politics collide. I'm your boy BD. Like, share, subscribe. I'm at 700, almost at 1,000. I can't believe I'm almost at 1,000 subs. Like, that's crazy work for me. But anywho, it's been fun, and I'll catch y'all on the next go around. All right, later.
It's your host, BD. Welcome to Big Dog Sports. Yo, call it Big Dog Sports, a little show that I run, where we talk a lot of sports and we show a lot of love. So support by hitting like, share the video, subscribe and hit that cash app, baby, send a little dough. So if you want to know about the latest games, the winners and the losers, the teams that ain't the same, we gon' talk about the trades, the contracts, the price, the playoffs, the scandals, the crime and the lies. I'm your host, BD, and this is my show, where sports and politics collide, baby, anything goes. We talking NBA, WNBA, NFL, NCAA, UFC, MLB, WWE, a little boxing too. If that's your thing, I got the best show in the land, baby, no need to search. So welcome to the show, y'all. This is Big Dog Sports.